Okay. So can you tell me what is the difference between task and the function, and what are the enhancements in SystemVerilog? Already we have the task and function in Verilog, right? But what are the advancements in the SystemVerilog?
Ma'am, one is like while multiple statement in a task and function in especially in system Verilog don't require the begin and block. Like without that we can execute. And one more thing which comes from hooks like function void we can use, like word type we can use. These two
Mhm.
is means without getting return value, like we can like declare the function.
Okay. Any other answers?
And we can also declare the task and function outside the module.
Okay. So mainly task may contain the timing constructs. So we can put the delays, events, wait statements, everything. And mainly it have the arguments like inputs, outputs, and inouts. And it also have no arguments also. That's optional. Okay, if you don't want to mention any arguments, you can take optional. Whereas a function mainly it doesn't contain timing constraint. We cannot put the timing constraint. It doesn't allow the timing constraint. Okay, and it execute in the
Yes, ma'am.
zero simulation time. So all the functions will execute in the zero simulation time and can only have input arguments, and it must have at least one output argument in the function, right? Is that correct?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But
So,
that is for very long, na?
in system
Yeah.
verilog also. So what are the enhancements in the system verilog? What are the enhancements in the system verilog? Can you observe the code? One thing is, when you are writing the task and functions in the Verilog, we need to write for multiple statements. We need to write begin and block. But whereas in system Verilog, we no need to write the begin and block in the task and functions.
Yes, ma'am.
And in the system Verilog, functions can have the output and in-out ports also in system Verilog. And
In Verilog,
Yes,
only
ma'am.
output and input.
yes, here we have in-out ports also. Whereas functions, it have the void type. Void type means it doesn't return anything, right? In system Verilog, we have void type also. Okay. So why don't so void type, void function means we'll discuss that clearly. And function returning from a task or function before reaching the end. That means it will return to the end. Before reaching to the end, it will return the value. Okay, task or function will return the value. That's what. And there will be pass by reference values, pass by value, pass by reference. We'll see what is the difference between pass by value, pass by reference. Okay. And the task and function arguments here in system verilog can pass by name also. Can pass by name also. Okay. And by default, task and function arguments values will be allowed. Okay. So these are the main enhancements in the system Verilog. You can note the points. Okay. Now tell me, what is mean by void function? What is mean by void?
Ma'am, void means a function to be declared without any like it will not get any return value.
Okay. So it will not return
Yeah,
value.
like like we have a summation, like we have a perform a summation, then we can form a function, and the summations we have output and inputs, and we can define the expression of the summation and then end the function. And whenever we have to like use that function, then we will just give input, output, and summations, like arguments will provide and call the function, then function will call and will perform the summations,
Okay.
and that function will not return any value.
Okay. So you're telling summation. Okay. So sum or some multiplication operation we can take. So function suppose it is doing some return type addition operation. So what are the inputs we can mention? The input some values.
Yes, some value. Yeah.
So any other answers can anyone can answer. Just give your ideas. So here function is returning the value to the add. Okay, what is mean by add here?
Function
name.
and return
Output what is mean by value here? Suppose addition operation. So addition means we can do addition plus some 5. So what is mean by addition here? We can do a plus b. So it will returning to the end. So function returning the end here. So what is mean by void? Same here, we are taking function. Second example, void. So void display method. It just displaying the method. It doesn't return any value. Okay, it just display the value. It doesn't return any value. So dollar display some value it will return. And function. So this is what the difference between the function, whatever the addition, and the function void. Okay, in the first example, it is returning the value to the add, but in the void, it doesn't return anything. Okay, so SystemVerilog, without returning the value, we can declare the function with the without giving any arguments. Okay, so this is the void. Everyone understood?
Yes.
Okay. So next example is what is mean by return? Suppose returning the value. What is mean by return value? Suppose you can say here there is a add. Okay, for this add you can directly put after doing, suppose here you are taking some display statement. You are displaying some addition and subtraction values, and you can tell like return add, so that it return the add value. Okay, so SystemVerilog will support the return statement for task and the function. So whatever you are writing some return add value means it exits a function and it return a value through that operation to that add. Okay, if just you are putting just return, okay, if you just put return, what happens? It exits from the task or the function without continuing to the end with the void function.
What it will return?
Hello? Any doubt?
Yeah, if we are not mentioning and we are not writing after return, then what it will return when we will call it? add function?
If you don't write anything after return, it will exit from the task or the function without continuing to the end. Okay.
Okay, it will
Yeah.
exit. Okay.
Yeah. If you write
Okay.
after return, if you write it exit a function and it will return the value. Without return, with return the value. That is the difference.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah. Next example is um what is the difference between arguments passing by name and passing by value and passing by reference? What is mean by name? What is mean by name? So mainly it is useful to pass functions and task arguments by name instead of by its position and all. So suppose wherever you don't need the position, it will based upon the connections, based upon the names, it will just send the value. Okay. So suppose you have some task like any example task is there. So in that you are taking some variables like like you're taking some red color is equal to 1, some pink, or you can take some any variables equal to 0. Okay. Next, you are not mentioning any value here. So here task, you are returning some task operation and task. So when you are calling from outside, okay, by default, if you are putting some here calling from name, right? So you can put some constant value here, x equal to 10. So when you are calling this particular example task, example some red, so red of 5, you can pass comma pink of some 3 comma blue of x value. So what will be the value for blue?
10.
1 man.
So it will be 10.
Sorry.
Like that example.
Yeah.
So whatever we are discussing, please try with some examples so that you will get. Okay. So yeah, 5. You can not only like this, you can use alternate also. Like first blue, next pink. So based upon the name it will take. Okay, based upon the name, not by value or not by assign like place. Okay, based upon the name it will take. So what is mean by passing by value? What is the difference between passing by value and passing by reference?
Mm, And passing my value in reference, the difference is that like if by using passing by reference, the change in the all the like global like global globally outside the function, the value will get changed, but passing the value in the inside the function value will change only.
Okay. Any other
Like
examples?
here,
Okay, you are telling like globally we can take, so whenever we are taking the global value, um, by using by using pass by value, the global value and internal value, whatever, it will be reflect same. Okay, whereas pass by
in
reference,
case
pass by
in case
reference,
of reference,
sorry, yeah, in case of reference it will reflect the same. In place of pass by value it will not, like whatever the previous values were there, we have same. So that is one
yeah,
example. Yeah.
outside the function value will be same.
Mm.
Like it will not change in case of passing by value, but in
Mm.
case of passing by reference outside the function value,
Yes.
whatever we have defined, that will also get changed.
Yes. Okay. Any other answers? Can we see that example? If anyone have some idea, let me know. We'll discuss that example also. Suppose we are taking one global variable, just assigning some value. Okay, next we will take one function, pass by value, function void. So we can take some variable internally, global and local variable. Okay, so here local variable is performing some operation. Local variable is equal to local variable plus 2, or some operation you can do. And so what can we display here? Like value of
So pass by value of LOC pass
pass by value is equal to
percentage LOC.
value. Next, and function. And same will take for pass by reference. Int local. So here we need to put the reference int local value. And here we can take the pass by reference value. Next,
Ma'am, like pass by reference you are like writing, that is optional only, na?
what?
Whatever like pass by value and in the front, like in the same line of end function you have written, that is optional only, na?
End function. End
Yeah,
function.
in the same line of end function of after colon, pass by value and pass by reference you have written, that is optional only, na?
Yes, that is optional.
Okay.
For task and function, just to denote like which task, and for exiting, for exit we write the thing, but it is optional. Okay. So,
Okay, ma'am.
so here we took
Cool.
one global variable and one local variable. Okay. So global variable
Okay.
as a 10, and local variable we didn't took any value. So how we will pass the value? So we are trying to pass the global value to the local here. So how we will pass the value to the local?
We'll call the function.
Nothing but like we call the function first, pass by value function we call. So in that we are assigning the global value, and after assigning the global value, yeah, we can also assign for the reference, pass by reference. So here also we assign the global value. Now we need to check. Now we need to check for both what is the local value and what is the global value. Already we written the statement for the local, so we'll write the statement for the global value. So just take this dollar display, pass by value global, and dollar display pass by reference global, and end module. Okay, so this is a simple example. So see here, now we'll do the run. Cannot use port of type in a non-automatic. Okay, so we need to use function as a automatic.
Why, ma'am?
Because here we are using the reference, right? Reference means automatic we need to use. So first pass by value is 12. Okay, then pass by reference
But
is
ma'am, third should be
third should
10
be
only,
10
no?
only. Yes, third should be 10 only. Oh.
Ma'am, I think the display pass by value statement will be in between the value and reference.
That will be not okay. For both we took global only, right? Okay. So first pass by value is a 12 and global pass by value is 10. Next pass by reference value is 12 and pass by reference global also 12. So why the change means here, actually what we took for first display statement, this is the pass by value. So for this pass by value, for this local, what variable we are passing? The global value we are passing. Okay, when we are passing the global value, here it is getting the 10. Okay, 10 plus 2 is a 12. So local value is a 12. Then what is the global value? 10 only. So whatever the global value we are taking here, same value is getting at the output side 10. Okay, for second case, function automatic void pass by reference. When we are taking a reference as a globe here, the globe is a reference value to the local. So when we are passing this global value 10 to this local, 10 plus 2 is a 12. So local is getting 12. Then what is the globe value here? Globe is also getting 12. Okay, that means whatever the reference value is there here, the local and reference value is reflecting same. Okay, the change is reflecting for both. Okay, that is mean by pass. That is the difference between pass by reference and pass by value. Did you all understood the difference?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Others, everyone clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so that is the difference between pass by reference and pass by local, value. So that's what about today's session.
Thank
Yeah, so for join, just go through the concept, whatever I shared. Mailbox, you already know. And for program block, we'll discuss a race condition with example. Okay. So this is what today example. For tomorrow, we will discuss the OOPS concepts, examples. Before going through OOPS examples, I will just share a video for you. Just go through the concept, theory concept. Tomorrow, we'll discuss the practical examples on OOPS. Okay.
Okay, ma'am, we will get a recording like tomorrow, like yesterday recordings I don't have.
Okay, I will share. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks.
okay.